If you want to make a change in your life, you must stop following the crowd. Success doesn't come from doing what everyone else is doing. It comes from doing what feels right to you, what you believe in, what aligns with your heart. The crowd may offer safety, but it's not the place for winners. Winners are not afraid to stand alone, to be different, to rise above mediocrity. The crowd follows predictable patterns, clinging to fear and doubt. They seek approval, comfort in conformity, and safety in sameness. But real success isn't about staying safe. It's about taking risks, stepping into the unknown, and trusting your own strength. It's about having the courage to go after your dreams, even when the world says you can't. The moment you stop seeking approval from others is when you begin to create your own path. Following the crowd is easy. Anyone can do it. But carving your own success requires boldness. You have to be willing to take that first step when no one else will. Look at the path that's already been walked and decide, this is not for me. I'm going to create something better. Remember, every great achievement was once thought impossible. It was the ones who dared to believe in themselves, who dared to be different, who changed the world. Every entrepreneur, artist, athlete, or leader you admire made their mark not by following the crowd, but by going their own way. You've been given the greatest tool you'll ever need to succeed, your mind. When you use it to align with your vision, the world opens up. You don't need to mimic others. You need to tap into your own unique power, desires, and potential. You need to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Don't let the crowd dictate your choices. They'll tell you your dreams are too big, too risky. But the truth is, those who dream big, who refuse to settle, are the ones who change the world. If you follow the crowd, you'll remain stuck with their limitations. But when you break free and take control of your destiny, you'll unlock limitless possibilities. When you stop following the crowd, you start trusting your intuition. You make decisions based on your values, vision, and purpose, not on what others think you should do. The crowd will try to pull you back, but you must stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward, even when it feels like you're alone on your path. Success is not about blending in. It's about standing out, having the courage to do what others won't, to think what others don't, and to believe what others can't. You have the power to create a life that is uniquely yours, but that power is only unlocked when you decide to stop following the crowd and start following your dreams. Ask yourself right now, what do I truly want? What is the life I am meant to live? The answers lie within you, not in the opinions of others. They come from your heart. They come from your vision. The first step to success is realizing you don't need the crowd's approval. You don't need to fit their expectations. You need to be you. There is no one else like you in the world. You are unique. Your dreams are unique. Your potential is unique. The world needs your voice, your vision, and your perspective. But you can only share it when you step out of the crowd and stand on your own. It's time to stop following the crowd and start leading your own life. Create a life that reflects who you truly are, not who the crowd wants you to be. You have everything you need inside you to succeed. The only thing holding you back is the fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. But on the other side of that fear is the life you've always dreamed of. You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to live by other people's expectations. You don't have to play by society's rules. The only rule you need to follow is, I can do anything I set my mind to. When you live by that rule, everything will change. The crowd may never understand your journey, but you don't need them to. You only need to believe in yourself. Make the decision today to step away from the crowd. Trust your own path, believe in your potential, and take action toward your dreams. The world is waiting for you to show up. When you stop following the crowd and start following your heart, you'll discover a life beyond your imagination. You are destined for greatness. You are meant to live a life that is uniquely yours. But that greatness will only come when you stop following the crowd and start following your own heart. The journey may not be easy, but it will be worth it. So take that first step. Step away from the crowd. Step into your future. Every time you choose to walk away from the crowd, you're telling the universe that you believe in your own path. You're refusing to settle for mediocrity, even if it feels familiar or comfortable. This decision is powerful. While the world moves in one direction, your dreams urge you to go another. The crowd may call you crazy, warn you of risks, or say your vision is too big. But here's the truth. You weren't born to be ordinary. You were born to stand out. Understand, this journey won't always be easy. There will be moments of doubt when the crowd's voices grow louder. During these times, remind yourself of your worth and the fire that burns within you. You are not like everyone else. Your potential is boundless, your vision is vast, and your future is limitless. Think about all the things you've been told you couldn't do. The world imposes limits and expects you to follow, but you don't have to accept that. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. You are the architect of your destiny. When you control your thoughts and actions, you break free from the chains that have held you back. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs leaders, visionaries, and trailblazers willing to blaze their own path. The path of least resistance is the one most walked. It's familiar, safe, but doesn't lead to new places. To achieve greatness, you must get comfortable with discomfort. You need to take risks, step into the unknown, and trust that the universe will support you. When you follow your heart and dreams, the universe conspires to help you succeed. It always does for those who dare to believe. Think about the moments when you were most alive, most energized, most aligned with your purpose. Was it when you followed the crowd, or when you broke free, trusted your instincts, and stepped into something greater than yourself? It's always the latter. When you stop fitting into someone else's mold and start creating your own, you truly come alive. You are a unique individual with infinite potential. The crowd doesn't know your story, but you do, and that's all that matters. The people who have created legacies, those who have changed the world, are the ones who refuse to follow the crowd. They saw something different, something bigger, and chose to act on it. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for the perfect time. They acted, trusting their vision. Every great achievement begins with one decision: to stop following the crowd, to trust yourself, to believe that you are worthy of what you desire. When you follow the crowd, you live by their doubts, their fears, and their limitations. You let their definition of what's possible shape your life. But when you stop following the crowd, you open yourself to endless possibilities. You step into your true power, into the life you were always meant to lead. You begin to make decisions based on your desires, not the opinions of others. You act with intention, purpose, and unwavering belief in your inevitable success. The beauty of breaking away from the crowd is that you create your own rules. You choose your own path. You no longer need to live according to someone else's standards. You write your own story, and your story is worth telling. Your dreams are worth pursuing. Your success is worth fighting for. So what are you waiting for? The crowd won't wait for you. The world doesn't need another follower. It needs another leader, and you are that leader. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let others' opinions stop you from stepping into your greatness. Your vision is bigger than anything the crowd can see, and now it's time to make it a reality. Right now, close your eyes. Picture the life you want. Feel the joy, success, and fulfillment of living life on your terms. Know that it's already within your reach. You have everything you need to make it happen. The only thing standing between you and that life is your decision to stop following the crowd and start believing in your own power. When you make that decision, you open the door to the life you've always wanted. Step through that door, and the world will open up to you in ways you can't even imagine. Your potential is limitless. The crowd doesn't know that, but you do. When you decide to stop following the crowd, you're choosing a path of confidence and resilience. I know it's tempting to blend in, to stay comfortable and follow the familiar. But comfort is the enemy of growth. The moment you step outside your comfort zone, everything begins to change. When you stop following the crowd, you stop adhering to the rules that have held you back. You become the rule maker. You take control of your future. Let's be clear, this path isn't easy. If it were, everyone would be living their dream lives. But greatness doesn't come from taking the easy road. It comes from challenge. It comes from hard work. It comes from persistence. And above all, it comes from believing in yourself. Every time you take action on your dreams, you push the boundaries of what you once thought possible. Even when the world tries to hold you back, you're saying, I refuse to let the crowd define me. That's when you start to see results. When you align with your true purpose and stop hiding behind the crowd's expectations, your reality begins to match your mindset. If you've ever felt like something was missing or that there's more for you out there, let me tell you, there is. There's so much more, and it's within your reach. But it will require breaking free from norms, limitations, and the negativity of the crowd. It's going to take becoming the person you are meant to be, and trust me, that person doesn't follow. That person leads. The world doesn't need another yes man. The world needs you. The world needs your perspective, your creativity, and your fire. But to offer that, you must be willing to step outside the lines and carve your own path. Yes, it's scary and uncertain, but the rewards are worth it. The real rewards come from knowing you achieved success on your own terms, from believing in yourself, from resilience, and from unshakable confidence. Here's a secret. The crowd is not successful. They may seem comfortable, even like they have it all together, but deep down, they're simply reacting to life instead of creating it. The true leaders, the ones who succeed, aren't defined by what they have. They are defined by who they've become. They are defined by their mindset, discipline, courage to be different, and their willingness to fight for what they believe in. So, when the world tells you to fit in, to follow, to conform, remember this: you don't have to. Every breakthrough, every great idea, and every successful life started with someone who said, I'm not going to follow the crowd. It started with someone who believed that their way was the right way, even when the world said otherwise. Look at the people you admire, the successful ones, the ones living lives full of purpose and passion. They all had doubts, fears, and uncertainties, but they didn't let those stop them. They took action anyway. They trusted their vision, even when no one else could see it. And that's the choice you need to make too. Every day you get to decide who you want to be. You get to choose whether you will follow the crowd or break free. Following may feel safer, but safety won't lead you to the life you want. The life you're meant to live is out there, waiting for you to claim it. But only if you're willing to be different. If you want success, make the decision now. Stop following the crowd. Take your life into your hands. Trust yourself. Trust your vision. Trust that you have everything you need to create the future you desire. The crowd might not understand your journey, but that's okay. This journey is yours. This is your life. You choose what it looks like. You choose how it feels. You choose who you become. So, choose wisely. Be the leader of your life. Stop following and start creating. The crowd can't create the life you want. Only you can. When you start living by your own rules, when you stop following the crowd and start leading with purpose, you'll see the difference it makes. Your life will transform. Opportunities will start to appear. The people who truly resonate with your energy will come into your life. When you stop following the crowd, you open the door to endless possibilities. As you walk this path, something incredible will begin to unfold. The more you focus on your vision and invest in yourself, the more your surroundings will change. The people you meet, the opportunities that arise, and even the challenges you face will begin to reflect the new person you're becoming. When you stop following the crowd and trust your own direction, the universe aligns with your purpose. The journey won't always be smooth. There will be obstacles and moments when doubt creeps in, making you question if you're on the right path. But here's what you need to understand. Doubt is part of growth. It's a natural part of the process. Every successful person has faced doubt. It's not about eliminating doubt, but about moving forward despite it. Doubt only holds you back if you let it. And the moment you choose to believe in yourself, it loses its power. Failure will be part of the journey too. But let me say this, failure is not something to fear. It's feedback, a lesson, an opportunity for growth. Every time you fall, you get closer to your goal. Each failure brings wisdom, and wisdom is power. The world loves to celebrate success stories, those who seem to have it all figured out. But they don't tell you about the struggles, the failures, and the countless nights spent wondering if they were crazy. Every successful person has faced tough times, times when they felt alone, without the support of the crowd. But they kept going. They kept trusting their vision and taking action, no matter how hard it got. That's your challenge now. Keep going. Even when you can't see the end, even when it feels like the road is never ending. Because the moment you stop, the moment you give in to the crowd's way of thinking, is the moment you lose. But when you stay the course, when you keep believing in your path, you will start to see results, often faster than you imagined. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. Perfection doesn't exist. Life won't ever be exactly what you want it to be, but that's not the point. What matters is what you're willing to create. What matters is how much you believe in yourself. The right time is now. Every moment spent hesitating, every moment wasted by fear, is a moment lost. Do you want to live with regret? Do you want to look back years from now and ask, what if I had taken that chance? Or do you want to say, I did it. I broke free from the crowd. I followed my dreams and I lived life on my terms. The choice is yours. The time to make that choice is now. Imagine living the life you've always dreamed of. Picture yourself waking up each day, knowing you're in control of your future. Feel the pride of realizing that you created this life, not from following the crowd, but from believing in yourself. It's about being bold enough to step out of the norm and take action. That's the life that's waiting for you. You don't need permission from anyone to live your dream. You don't need anyone's approval. The only approval you need is your own. You are enough. You have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. The power is in your hands right now. So, make a promise to yourself. Promise that you will no longer let the crowd dictate your life. Promise that you will trust your own vision, no matter how big or impossible it seems. Promise to take the first step, and then the next, and the next. Keep moving forward, and never look back. This is your life. You create it however you choose. The crowd doesn't control your future. You do. As you move forward, don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to be different. The world needs what only you can offer. Your unique perspective, your talents, your vision, and your heart. All of that is what the world is waiting for. When you stop following the crowd, you begin to live fully, authentically, and with purpose. You become the person you were always meant to be. So stand tall, walk your own path. As you do, you're not just creating a future for yourself, you're inspiring others to do the same. In doing so, you become the change you wish to see in the world. You don't have to follow the crowd. You were never meant to. Now go out there and make it happen. You are unstoppable.